Hello, hello. Welcome back to Guru Speak ahead of this weekend's 1000th MotoGP race in France. As for Jerez 2 weeks ago, well, what a situation in the MotoGP World Championship. Pecco Bagnaia leading the way again. The KTMs have found incredible speed. Another sprint victory for Brad Binder, but definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, my man of the weekend, and I think many agree, was Dani Pedrosa. He's still got it, hasn't he, at 37 years of age. Incredible. Not just an incredible weekend, though, for Danny. It was a great weekend for MotoGP Guru itself as well. As you can see for yourself, we presented the game for the first time to the international media with Jorge Lorenzo as the Guru ambassador. There were also the Guru girls out in force and, of course, the Guru car, just to show the public what the game is all about and the prizes up for grabs just for playing it. There's the Guru paddock experience, chances to meet the riders, MotoGP legends, and to get into the Gresini garage during actual MotoGP sessions. Just sign up now on MotoGPGuru.com and you could be part of this amazing experience. So Jerez very much in the past now, because it's now time to move on this weekend to one of the most historic Grand Prix of all time. It's Grand Prix 1000, the French Grand Prix at Le Mans, right in the middle of France there, and a man who will be there himself is the one and only head guru, Nick Harris. Now, Nick, never mind Grand Prix 1000, you were at Grand Prix 139, I believe, in 1965?
Yeah, I was. 15 years to go on the ferry to the Isle of Man, watch Hayward and Aggo and the 50s. Unbelievable, and it was the start of a dream, really. It was where it all went. And I have worked out. I'm not one of these people who just looks through records, honestly. I'm really not. But I think I've been to over 500, to over half of them. So
yeah.
It's sad, really, Craig, isn't it?
Yeah, it also just shows how young you are as well, doesn't it?
Ah, dead right. You've got that spot on, yeah.
Okay, well, it's not just us, is it, this week, Nick? Because we've got a very, very special guest with us as well. A very special guest.
Right, yeah.
He's finished on the podium twice at the French Grand Prix, Magny-Cours, but also at Le Mans itself. And, of course, most famously, he was the world champion 500cc class of 1987. The one and only Wayne Gardner, who joins us this time from the south of France. Hello, Wayne. Thanks for joining us.
Hi guys, good to see you. Long time since I've seen Nick and yourself, Greg, so happy to be part of this today and looking forward to the excitement.
Yeah, absolutely, us too. And of course, it's been a dramatic start to the season. What have you made of it? What about the new sprint format?
Well, I wasn't sure, to be honest, about it at first when they came up with the concept, but to be honest, I think it's been very exciting, and I think it's been a win for MotoGP, and you get to see two races. The audience at the circuit get, to see two races on the weekend rather than just that one race. And as you know, in this sport, anything can happen. So I think it's actually been a stroke of genius.
So it's a bit of a surprise for you both. It's the first ever Guru quiz. We've never had this before. We're going to have to persevere here and see how lucky or unlucky we get. But Wayne, we'll start with you as you're our new guest. So without further ado, let's play the first ever version of the Guru quiz. There we go. So, Wayne, which rider has won the most times at Le Mans in the Premier class, now known as MotoGP? So your options are Marc Marquez, Valentino Rossi, Jorge Lorenzo, or Dani Pedrosa.
Wow.
Take your time. You don't have to play.
Okay.
You do, actually.
I would say who has won them more times would have to be Rossi.
Absolutely sure? Is that your final answer? Once it goes orange, there's no going back.
Yes.
Okay, it's locked in. And I'm afraid it was actually Jorge Lorenzo. 5 times for Jorge at Le Mans. Yeah, 3 for Marquez, 3 for Rossi, 1 for Dani Pedrosa, and 5 for Jorge, which I'm sure Nick, in the nicest possible way, will be pleased about. Were you going to say that, were you?
I was going to say it. No, Rossi's been there before, so many times. So I went on averages. So yeah, I got it wrong.
Understandable. Okay, well, while we're at it, let's make our first prediction. Let's lock them in. And guess what? I've been dragged into this as well this week, just to make things even more embarrassing. Yeah. So, a pole man from qualifying on Saturday. Nick, we'll start with you as Wayne's just answered the question. Who have you gone for pole?
Pretty much down the middle here. Jorge Martin, he's a great qualifier, and I can see him being in pole at Le Mans.
Okay, Martin for Nick. Wayne, what do you reckon? Are you going to agree with Mr. Harris?
No, I won't. I think I know. Martin rides a Ducati. Yes, the bike's very capable and could do it. I think Jack on the KTM. The reason is I think that those new bikes get off the corner so well. They've got a lot of rear grip, and that's a very stop-start circuit. So I think I think Jack is, and Jack's wanting to go out and prove himself at the moment, and that he's a winner. And I think he's really hungry.
Right, okay, well, we've absolutely all gone for three different things, because I've been a bit boring and gone for Bagnaia there, who leads the championship by 22 points.
You and Jack Appleyard, that's all you do. God, we wouldn't want a night out with you, lads, would we?
You've had a few with me in the past, haven't you? Okay, let's move on for the first question for Nick Harris in the Guru quiz. How many countries have hosted at least one Grand Prix? Nice, easy one for you there, Harris. So, 24, 29, 31, or 20?
31.
Are you absolutely confident?
No, but I want to be a millionaire like Wayne.
But I think Nick should know because he's been to them all.
That's true.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Well, he's obviously been drinking a lot over the years because he's got it wrong and thrown an extra 2 in. It's 29 apparently, I'm afraid. You have failed miserably, Harris. You have failed miserably. Yeah, so you're equal actually now. You've both got one wrong. Okay, let's predict our winner for the...
Nil pois.
Nil pois, a bit like the Eurovision coming up. Sprint winners. Let's predict a sprint winner. We'll start with you this time, Wayne. Obviously a much shorter race on the Saturday. What do you reckon?
The sprint race, I'll go with Binder.
Ah, okay.
Binder. Another KTM, purely because I think that type of circuit's going to suit the bike.
You're enjoying this KTM. You've been impressed, haven't you, by these KTMs?
Oh, I'm staggered by the changes and the size of the team now and how they're doing it. And as I said there, and Brad wants to win another GP, and so yeah, I'm pretty impressed with the bike. I think it's very strong in stop-start corners, very good under braking, and you see the way they drifted into the turns, and it gets off the corner really well. It's got a lot of rear grip. High speed, not quite as good as Ducati. I mean, still Ducati's the best overall bike, but KTM, I think it's got its strengths, and I think that's what's going to suit Le Mans.
Okay, interesting. Well, I've gone for Bezzecchi for what it's worth. Nick, what about you for the sprint?
I've gone rather like Wayne, but I've gone for Jack Miller. KTM once again. Jack's won at Le Mans, again on the Ducati. He's been second at Le Mans, and he's in good form, and the KTM should suit the circuit.
Yeah, indeed, he was second, wasn't he, to Bastianini last year? Okay, let's go back to the Guru quiz and question 3 of 4. And this is Gardner's chance to jump ahead of Harris. So, Wayne, let's have a look. Which factory has won more times at Le Mans in the Premier class, now known as MotoGP? So, Suzuki, Ducati, Yamaha, or Honda?
C, Yamaha.
Oh no, we missed that again. It was Honda. Honda on 15 wins, I'm afraid. Yamaha 10. Yeah, Suzuki 5, Ducati just 3. I thought you were going to get that one.
What was the score? Honda to Yamaha?
Honda on 15, Yamaha on 10. As a Honda man, I thought you would have got that one.
Oh, I just went there because of Rossi's stint, and his strength around there, and Jorge as well. So, wow, I'm really bad at this game.
Talking of winners, I've gone for Jack Miller, by the way. Nick, for the full Grand Prix. What do you reckon?
No. I've gone for Brad Binder for the full Grand Prix. I've gone KTM, but it may be the other way around, but no, I've got to stick to it now. But no, I'm going for Binder to win. Yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty good call. I'm between the two. I think Jack's got a point to do. I've got Binder down for a win.
Right. Okay. Nice one. Okay, so the next one we need to predict is the best comeback, and this is the most positions gained in the Grand Prix on Sunday from start to finish. But before that, let's throw in one more Guru quiz question.
I thought you'd forgotten.
This is your chance to pull ahead because Wayne's got two wrong. So if you get this, you've actually won. Which rider gained the most positions from start to finish at the last Grand Prix in Jerez? So options are Quartararo, Fernandez, Lecuona, who of course was subbing on the Honda, or Marini. Think about it. Take your time. Don't panic. Don't rush. All the time in the world. Like when you were commentating. Are you absolutely confident? There's a lot to lose if you get this wrong. This is for victory.
I'm not confident, but it's what I'm putting down on the table.
So you're saying Fabio Quartararo gained most positions from start to finish in the Spanish Grand Prix last time out, are you?
Yes.
And to Wayne's horror, you are absolutely correct, Nicholas. Well done. That's our first right answer. Yes. Oh, I'm annoyed about that.
I think that was more luck. I think that was more luck than skill, Nick.
Yes.
I was up against Luca Marini.
Yeah. I think more luck than skill. That sums up his life, doesn't it, Wayne? You know him well.
That's true.
Plenty of luck, I can tell you. Plenty of luck.
Yeah.
When you get one over Wayne.
Yes.
Over Wayne was a pretty rare occasion in my life.
I lost that. I hate losing, guys, so I'm going to have to.
You do.
Well, let's see if you can predict this properly. We'll start with you then, Wayne. Who are you going to go for this weekend for Le Mans? It's a tricky one because I suppose it's usually somebody who has to qualify badly. So who have you gone for most positions gained across the full Grand Prix?
Well, I'm going the French connection on this one. I'm going to go with the right bike for this project. I'm going for Zarco. Because he's not a good starter, and the bike's very, very good. As we know, it's the best bikes out there, and it's his French Grand Prix. So I think there's a bit of, performance to come out of him because he's performing in front of his home crowd, a bit like me in Australia. It's that type of feeling.
Okay, well, I've gone down a similar route, and I've gone for Quartararo in his home Grand Prix because he didn't have a great qualifying in Spain, did he? Hopefully won't get tangled up with people this time and can gain a few places. Yeah. Nick, what do you reckon?
I've gone for Maverick Vinales because he doesn't make good starts and he comes very strong towards the end of the race. But, yeah, Maverick Vinales.
So just off the top of my head, I don't think there's a single prediction we've just made when we've all said the same thing, is there? I think we've all gone for different things each time.
It's very, very difficult because there's so much action happening. And I've been amazed. MotoGP is hugely entertaining at the moment, and I can't miss it. So it's great to be part of the scene now and being involved in this. So I'm loving it, and thank you for the opportunity, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Wayne. The same to you, and the same to you as well, Nick. But you're actually going to be at the race, aren't you, this weekend, travelling over to Le Mans, I believe?
Yeah, it's hard to go back when you haven't been involved for a fair time, but I thought it was appropriate to go back for the 1000th Grand Prix. Especially as I said, I've been to over 500, and it would be really special. I'm really looking forward to it.
Thanks for joining us, Wayne. Nick, as always, of course, our head guru. And Wayne, welcome to the show, the 1987 500cc World Champion. Don't forget as well, just for signing up on MotoGPGuru.com, there's all sorts of prizes available. The opportunity to win a Gresini liveried Alex Marquez-esque Ducati Panigale V4S, and also a wide range of merchandise, official team merchandise from all down the pit lane in MotoGP. But just before we sign off, let's remind ourselves of what we've all gone for this weekend's 1000th Grand Prix. So welcome again to Wayne, and he goes for Jack Miller for the pole. He's really impressed by those KTMs, isn't he? He goes for Binder double, sprint and Grand Prix, and reckons Johan Zarco will be the comeback king of most positions gained. As for Nick, he's gone for Martin for the pole, Miller for the sprint, Binder for the main Grand Prix. So we do have a repetition there. They've said the same thing for the main Grand Prix, and Vinales for most positions gained. As for me, well, who knows what chance I've got, to be honest. Bagnaia, I'm going to say, for pole. Bezzecchi for the sprint. I reckon Miller could win the main Grand Prix. And let's see if Quartararo can keep it on the island to gain some positions in that main Grand Prix. Best of luck to all of you. Can you beat the Gurus? And next time, of course, we'll be back with the Grand Prix of Italy from the beautiful Mugello.